Welcome back to Trend Watch Insider, where we bring you the most intriguing stories shaping our world. In today's episode, we delve deep into the treacherous world of submarines and uncover 5 of the worst submarine disasters in history. From the depths of the ocean to the tragic loss of lives, these incidents remind us of the risks involved in operating these complex machines. So, let's dive in and explore the haunting stories that lie beneath the surface. Kursk, in 2000. Our journey begins with the K-141 Kursk, a colossal 16,000-ton nuclear-powered guided missile submarine commissioned by Russia. On that fateful day in August 2000, a massive explosion rocked the Kursk, resulting in the loss of all 118 crew members. The subsequent investigation revealed a fatal flaw in the design of the Type 65-76A torpedo. The torpedo, capable of single-handedly destroying an aircraft carrier, was fueled by hydrogen peroxide, a highly volatile substance. Tragically, the crew lacked the necessary training and experience to handle such weapons. Following this disaster, the Russian Navy promptly removed hydrogen peroxide-fueled torpedoes from service. Komsomolets, in 1989. Now, let's turn our attention to the K-278 Komsomolets, an 8,000-ton submarine hailed as one of the most advanced vessels of its time. Designed as a testbed for cutting-edge technologies, the Komsomolets boasted an operating depth greater than 3,000 feet. However, tragedy struck on April 7, 1989, when a fire erupted on board. Despite the heroic efforts of the crew, 42 out of the 69 members perished. Shockingly, the Soviet Navy's delayed response in mounting a rescue operation led to more casualties. Today, the remains of the Komsomolets, including its nuclear reactor and 2 nuclear warheads, lie on the seabed under 5,500 feet of water in the Barents Sea, a ticking time bomb waiting to repeat history. K-8, in 1970. Traveling back to 1970, we uncover the story of the Project 627A Kit-class submarine, K-8. This Soviet Union's nuclear-powered attack submarine encountered a disastrous fire during an exercise. The fire initially broke out on April 8, 1970, in 2 separate compartments due to oil coming into contact with the air regeneration system. As the fire spread through the boat via the air conditioning system, the reactors were shut down, and the captain ordered the crew to abandon ship. Remarkably, the crew boarded the submarine again after a rescue vessel arrived, but the submarine ultimately succumbed to heavy seas and sank with 52 crew members on board. The incident highlighted the Russian Navy's repeated encounters with fire on board their submarines, underscoring the need for stringent safety measures. USS Scorpion, SSN 589, in 1969. Shifting our focus to the United States Navy, we encounter the USS Scorpion, a skipjack-class attack submarine. On May 22, 1969, tragedy struck when the Scorpion failed to return to port as scheduled, triggering a frantic search and rescue operation. Despite the Navy's efforts, the submarine was eventually discovered under 10,000 feet of water, 400 miles southwest of the Azores Islands. All 99 sailors on board were lost, and the exact cause of the submarine's demise remains a mystery to this day. While the U.S. Navy holds plausible theories, such as an inadvertent activation of a torpedo's battery or a torpedo explosion, conclusive evidence eludes us. USS Thresher, SSN 593, in 1963. Our final chapter takes us to April 10, 1963, when the USS Thresher, a nuclear-powered submarine, met a catastrophic fate. The Thresher was undergoing a dive to its test depth of approximately 1,300 feet when tragedy struck. 5 minutes before losing contact, the submarine rescue ship Skylark received a garbled transmission indicating minor technical difficulties. Moments later, the sonar detected the haunting sound of the Thresher imploding. A Navy court of inquiry later determined that a piping failure precipitated the disaster. As the engine room flooded and the nuclear reactor shut down, the crew's efforts to stop the flooding were thwarted. The Thresher's tragic loss of 129 sailors prompted the U.S. Navy to establish the SubSafe program, implementing meticulous checks and rechecks on critical components to ensure the utmost safety of nuclear submarines. That was the harrowing tales of the 5 worst submarine disasters in history. These incidents serve as solemn reminders of the inherent risks and complexities associated with submarine operations. That concludes this episode of Trend Watch Insider. Join us next time as we explore more captivating trends and pressing issues shaping our world. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Stay informed, stay trendy.